We're all, as I mentioned before, extremely grateful to our Korean friends for not only hosting the Asian Racing Conference, but also for supporting this session, the International Forum for the Aftercare of Racehorses. Our next speaker will highlight the importance now being placed on the topic of aftercare by the Korean racing industry. Dr. Jinkap Kim has been an equine vet since 1993, and he'll talk about the need to provide the correct veterinary support for thoroughbreds. Please welcome also the Chief Manager of the clinic sector, the Korean Racing Authority's Equine Medical Centre, and also Dr. Cheol Jai Kwon, who's going to speak immediately after. He's the Chief Manager of Horse Industry Support at Jangsoo Stud Farm, and his work involves educating Korean breeders about aftercare, as well as improving safety for people riding thoroughbreds. Would you please welcome Dr. Jinkap Kim and Dr. Cheol Jai Kwon to follow.
Thank you for your introductions. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's my pleasure to have a chance to speak about the welfare program of the retired racehorse. In this presentation, I'm going to talk about welfare programs of other countries, and then some programs of Korea, and then I wanted to have a chance to look at the limitation of these programs. And then I wanted to suggest some idea. What's the welfare program for the retired racehorses? There are some programs which provide restart second life as broodmares or stallions. And then some other horses can have a chance to change their role as equestrian horses by retraining. And then some horses, unhappily, humane euthanized them. And then some horses used as ornamental horses in diverse conditions. These conditions will be different between the countries. I wanted to issue, what do you think about these programs? What's the programs the horses really want? Let's see some programs of the other country. Yeah, there is programs which provide funding for the retired thoroughbreds. They supported the money to look for the adaptation facilities, and then they also pay for the retraining or transferring, something like that. And there is another program which provide a free vaccination to abandoned horses. And then some other program which provide retraining as 3-day event horses or dressage horses. And then let's see what's happening in Korea. There are 1,600 retired horses every year. Among that horses, only 170 horses can restart second life as a broodmare. And then about 580 horses used as equestrian horses. But among this number, only 10%, less than 10% can be properly trained. And then about 20 horses disqualified as racehorses. And there are 650 more horses, but we couldn't trace where are the last horses. Now look at this, some programs which we are introducing, we are doing in Seoul Racetrack. We provide financial sports program for euthanasia, which is support the expense of humane euthanasia racehorses with severe and catastrophic injuries. We introduced this program last year, but last year only 26 horses were covered by this program. Why these so small numbers are covered? It's because most of the owners prefer to choose insurance compensation because of the financial problems. we provide another program which protects the right to be treated properly. The reason why we introduced this program is a lot of injured racers retired without proper treatment for the insurance compensations. So we are going to provide free diagnosis, operation, and even post-operation care for the racehorses, but only if they are injured during the race and the burial trial. We started this program in this year. By this program, we protected and improved the right to be treated properly. But until now, it's May, but the number is quite small. We provide retraining. Give the horse a chance to retrain as equestrian horses. Dr. Kwon is going to talk about this program later. When I see the programs of other countries and in Korea, I could have found some limits of the programs. In Korea, the problem of the horse insurance is serious. About 1,000 horses insured in sole racetrack, and then insurance compensation ratio is 70 to 95%. So most of the owners wanted to receive insurance compensations, then treat the horse properly or give them another chance. And then the number of horses which can be retrained is so small. Only 50 horses among 1,600 retired horses per year. The other limit is financial problem. It's very difficult to make fund, and it's very expensive to take care of the horse after retired. When we think about retired horse, we think or dream this kind of picture, this kind of conditions. But in reality, maybe the horses are in these conditions or like this. This picture comes from Google. My boss wanted to identify it. So what do you have to do now? I suggest let's find realistic solutions. So I'm going to suggest 3 things. First, I suggest to prolong career as a racehorse. If the horses can stay as a racehorse more long time, they'll be well cared, well treated, and they'll be happy. To do that, maybe we may introduce new race plan, like to introduce minor league of the racehorses. And then we have to develop clinical level and systems. So even the injured horses can recover and return to the racetrack again. My second suggestion is to increase the number of racehorses working as broodmare. To do that, to encourage domestic productions, then import. I told you before, only 170 horses can be used as a broodmare among 1,600 retired horses. It's too small. And my third suggestion is a little bit, it's time to prepare a proper criteria process, facility, and then sporting program to assist the euthanasia. We don't like to talk about these issues, but yeah, I think it's time to think about that. Korea just started to think about welfare program a couple of years ago. We need a lot of ask and advice from you who have a lot of experience. I expect that kind of help. Thank you.
Okay, I'll start. Good afternoon. My name is Cheol Jai. working at Equine Medical Center Seoul as a vet, I'd like to speak of improving the thoroughbred riding horse safety in Korea. I think a better use of a thoroughbred riding horse is good for the welfare. Present conditions and the problems of retired thoroughbred riding horses. 1,500 thoroughbred horses are retired from the race track in Korea. Okay, the problems as a habit of a racetrack horse standing up, fiercely running, etc. still exist. Falling accidents happened. Obstacle for development of horse industry. Horse abuse occurred by bad habits. Reason for riding: cheap price, about $1,000 US. If imported, more than $15,000. Opening of new horse riding clubs is to procure. Riding possibility, expert opinion in Korea. Possible, many marriage, cheap price. Previously trained to ride, Japan's case. Impossible, dangerous, hard to change its habit. High cost of retraining. Simple comparison with Japan is not possible. Conflict between expert opinions. Racehorse and riding horse. Average length of a gallop stride is 8 meters. Right side, stride length is 4 meters. Prefer within 2 meters of stride length. Crane Riding Club, Japan. Biggest riding club in Japan. 38 horse riding courses. 2,000 employees. 36,000 members. Total revenue $200 million. Management characteristics: out of 2,700 horses, about 80% horses are retired thoroughbred. Falling accidents are unusual. Reality of Korea. Reuse of retired race horses. Increased danger, obstacle to horse industry. Blocking reuse of retired race horses or utilizing expensive imported horses cannot be the measure. For treatment, perform the business demonstration. Main purpose is to improve safety of retired racehorse. Summary of a promotion plan. Learning and education of training skills. Safety evaluation. Certification and auction. Plan 1, learning and education of training skills. Plan 2, safety and performance evaluation of retired horses. Plan 3, BRT certification. The certification system has the effect of encouraging production of good horses with a recommended consumption effect. Horses with over 80 points get BRT certification. The BRT stands for Best Retired Thoroughbred. BRT certified horses will list in homepage and horse passport. Expect price differentiation according to certification in horse trade. Making evaluation plan contains conformation, calmness, dressage, jumping. The calmness points are 47. Qualification for participation is less than 2 years after retirement. It's my opinion, but I think we conducted the world's first safety and performance evaluation for the retired riding horses. It's designed. We had 4 times previous competitions. 2016, 2 times, and total 109 horses participated. And 2017, we had 2 times competitions. Evaluation content and video. It's working over bars. Moving backward. Spray. Umbrella. Ball. Balloon. Ball. Balloon. Vinyl floor. Hanging obstacle. Hopping on the horse without assistance. Dressage. Jumping. Okay, result, presenting riding horse is standard and improvement of horse safety. Result 2, reuse for excellent riding horses. Selecting points for Thoroughbred as a riding horse are calmness, health, etc. Calmness checking wage. See if surprised easily by touching face, ears, side belly, and when outside from stable. Ask for a horse's character. Possible percentage, 30 to 50% of retired Thoroughbred. Survey result content is a BRT competition helpful for safety or riding and to improve awareness of safety and to improve safety of a regular riding horse. We get a very positive result. Result third, improve animal welfare and discover economical value. BRT feedback. Korea, Japan will adopt BRT. Share much Korean crop. The last one. My horse, which is BRT certified, did not surprise by deer during trail riding. It is very effective for safety riding. Summary of business result. First, reinforce private capability by providing right direction and training motivation. Second, rapid improvement of safety riding. Third, enhance welfare of retired horse and rediscover its value. Thank you.